Well, hi guys. Paul here, back yet again for a PA Wine Times from Allegheny Cellars over in Sheffield, Warren area, Route 6, Pennsylvania. Was it northwestern Pennsylvania? Beautiful area. Go over to Sheffield, Barnes, Route 666, down through the Allegheny State Forest. Absolutely gorgeous. Through East Hickory area, hit Tall Oaks, beautiful area. Anyway, we're doing one of their wines, one of their drier wines. We did Heart's Contentment, which was a drier wine, and this is another one of those drier wines. I think this might be the driest of all the wines, actually, but I'm not really sure. Cheers, Brother Craig, over there in the Portugal doing the wines. Beautiful wine videos from Kent. Craig from Kent Beer Reviews over in Portugal. Let's do some Ravenous right now. Actually, we're doing some CD chaos, so I'm sure I'm definitely going to get a copyright hit on this one, but who cares? Love Ravenous. If you've never seen Ravenous, the film, please do. It's a beautiful film. Directed by a lovely lady. Beautiful film. Anywho, and the soundtrack is amazing. I'm going to crack this open, and let's dig into some red wine chaos. I have a red wine for tomorrow as well, for the first of the year that I'll be doing. But today I'm just kind of loosey-goosey, kind of just having some brews and seeing what we get into. So here we go. Big bowl. Let's dirty glass chaos going on right now too. Dirty glass mafia is going on there. I have really been enjoying a lot. Yo, Terry, what's up, brother, man? I've been definitely enjoying a lot of the stuff from the Allegheny Cellars. Bigfoot Shadow, I've always been a big fan of Bigfoot Shadow, but I really did like that Heart's Contentment a lot. So let's just see what the Big Bull has to offer as far as a nice table wine, red wine, drier wine goes. All right. Up to the light, obviously, ruby red hues kind of pouring through this glass. Very grape and jammy, as to be expected. A lot of little lacing sticking to that glass, so obviously a little bit higher on the alcohol by volume. Let's get an aroma. Oh, now that's fragrant. Absolutely. This has almost sherry qualities, a very bright pepperiness to it, bright cherry, sweet cherry, dark cherry, black cherry, pulling through lots of that nice little bit of rose hip too, a little bit rose petal. But there is a sharp, sharp, bright, sweet cherry coming from this that is just beautiful. Even a hint of vanilla is coming through this right now. Hint of vanilla, rose petals, rose hips, sweet cherry, dark cherry, black cherry. Little jammy tones too, little grape jammy tones. Black currants, a little hint of that. But there's a beautiful ripe nose here of sweet cherries and vanilla mixing together too. Very dessert-like, very nice. Very nice indeed. Something that haven't been getting with most of these wines. So let's get in and cheers and check it out. Mmm. There is a little bit of sweet playing kind of tones in there too. You get the complex nose and or actually the complexity of oak tannins, a little smokiness, a little bit of that drying sensation mixed with dried cherries. Those little drying kind of dark cherries, that black currant kind of tones, a little bit of that floral tones working around the palate, a little bit of that rose petal too, kind of working around that woodiness. Then you get that soft little bit of a jammy tone in there too, a little strawberry. But on top of that, then you get more of those sweet cherries, a little bit of that vanilla, as I said, and that getting to that nose, it's kind of coming through the taste and brightens it up a little bit. It's actually more of a dessert-like wine in a way. It's not full-on dessert wine, but it has more of those characteristics. So I would think the Heart's Contentment from that menagerie of the wines that they have would be more of that everyday kind of drier table wine. This has a little bit of dessert quality to it. Mm. A little bit more grape quality too. A little bit more hit of a Concord in there as well. Mixing in. A little bit blended almost. With a little bit of that. I'd say it's a nice foreground. Between a little bit of that Concord, grape, a little bit sweet cherry in there. Of something like the Bigfoot Shadow, and then that drier kind of more table wine every day of that Heart Contentment kind of blended together. You get best of both worlds in this one. So I think a lot of people can really approach this wine. It's really approachable. It's got the nuances and kind of complexity of a darker. I can't even swirl the wine for some reason. A little bit more dark nuances and complexities of a more traditional red, but then has a lot of that nice jammy dessert qualities of more fruit wines, so where that more sweeter wines, where it's more approachable. Beautiful semi-sweet wine, or semi-dry, however you want to approach it. I thought Big Red would be the kind of quintessential dry wine from their line, but it seems like Heart's Contentment was the actual dry wine, which I could see that being a beautiful table wine every day, kind of just having a bottle lay around, you pop it open with dinner after, just through meals through the day. I used to be a big wine guy back in the day. I used to have a bottle of wine on the table all the time, just sipping through the day, that kind of thing. It's called an alcoholic. But yeah, I used to be one of those. So, yeah. I could definitely see having a couple bottles of this, especially this one too, because it doesn't get too sweet. It's not too overly sweet. It's not too overly dry, but it's very approachable. So it's a beautiful wine to bring out during parties, where you have a menagerie of people kind of mingling around with different taste buds. Something that everyone can kind of sink their teeth into. Mm. Bright, airy, woody, a little bit of complex floral qualities kind of in there, drying the palate out, a little bit of rose petals still working around that nice floral quality, a little bit of tannic note, that vanilla kind of just wraps around everything, gives it a nice creamy vibe. A little black currant, a little black cherry too in there. Really nice. But all those nice jammy tones, those little bright nuances, a little sweetness too. I'm going to give this an 8.5. It's a really, really, really tasty little brew here. This wine from the Allegheny Cellars, the Big Bowl, I would say semi-dry or semi-sweet, is actually very, very tasty. I'm going to give this an 8.5. This has been Paul from PA Brew News. Hope you guys enjoy these little PA wine times. There's be more to come. Kind of delineating the channel a little bit. Got some spirit reviews going to come up too. I should really be doing them. I got lots of them. I should really do them. So there you go. And you guys have a fantastic New Year. This has been Paul from PA Brew News. Cheers. Watch that finger. Just lifting some ravenous. Bye-bye. Hopefully talking to Peter when he hits Brewdog Day. Bye-bye. Whoa, there he goes.